When I was 18 years old, I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, where approximately I was a year and a half until they put me in remission. And then, because of the age I had, my main goal was to be able to finish with the treatment, to be able to go out with my friends and drink again. I was 10 years in remission. And after those 10 years, at 28, 2 years ago, they gave me a diagnosis with leukemia again. And I had to start again with treatments. And here is where my mom introduced me with Dr. Joe Dispenza. I started to investigate a little bit. They started to recommend me the books and the meditations. So I started a new stage of treatments with the doctors. And for 9 months, we tried to reduce the percentage of illness. Then it was at 12%, something like that. And what they were looking was to be able to reduce that percentage to 0%. But at the end of the day, we couldn't do it. The minimum that went down was to 0.8%, and practically I was stagnant for 6 months. It did not longer fall from 0.8%. During these months, I was listening to some meditations, I read something of the books, but never putting my 100% to the meditations or to the books. I already had a bone marrow transplant program, but for some reasons was moved for another date. And this opened an opportunity, curiously, in the same dates of being able to attend the workshop of Dr. Joe Dispenza in Cancun. So we went, my parents, my wife, and I went to the workshop. And at the workshop, I had some amazing moments, very profound ones, where I could feel a level of energy of gratitude and empowerment that I had never really felt before. There, I learned the importance and I started to understand all the topics of the levels of awareness, to be aware of your thoughts, of your habits, of your beliefs, of your intentions, at the end the emotions. And very interesting to understand how these emotions can generate both positive and negative changes in your life. From being healed of a disease to manifest any kind of things. During this retreat came several different testimonies of healings, and it was something that motivated me. I was excited to be able to move forward with this and continue learning and continue to dedicate a lot. The last day, there was a healing meditation where I was one of the chosen ones to be healed. And that day in particular, I was feeling a very profound connection and feelings and emotions really great. I remember that day. Normally, the air conditioner was very cold, and the main room were around 1,000 people, and the day of the healing, there were circles, approximately 6 people who healed a person in the center, being me, that person. That day in particular, I remember that I ended up the healing meditation with my t-shirt totally soaked, and it was something that surprised me very much for the same of the cold. And all this happened because of the level of emotions that I felt at the moment. We came back from the retreat, and later that week, I had a routine appointment with the doctor so we can check the percentage of the disease previous to the transplant. And when we did the studies, we realized that the disease was at 0%. I had not done anything other than Dr. Joe's workshop. So having that 0% was very important for the transplant so it could have greater success. And today, a year and 3 months after having made the transplant, and the meditation has become part of my daily life. The techniques and teachings of Dr. Joe Dispenza are really very powerful, and I appreciate it eternally for having had the opportunity.